It's just about that time. Yes, it is. It's time for a Raw Talk Live. And today is the day when we pull out all the stops. We are talking cash trash from beginning to end. Time to have some fun. Let's go.
Yay, oh yay, 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 no, I'm not perfect, no. I made my mistakes,
Hey, babies, what do you know? It's showtime. Time for Raw Talk Live. Good evening, young, beautiful, gorgeous girlfriend Peggy. What's going on? How do you do?
We are doing, girl. I tell
Listen,
you, it has
hey,
been. If I tell you, I know it's who need their ass whooped Wednesday, but I tell you, the people just been messing with me all month long.
all month long. You got a
All
whole
month
list of
long.
people need an ass whipping.
Yeah, and I'm just minding my own business. We're gonna
Girlfriend
start the
Peggy.
story. We'll start the story.
Okay. All right. First, let me just say that you do look lovely, and we always comment
And you
about your
look
head wrap.
beautiful,
And
yes.
today you went with a real simple elegance.
Mhm.
Okay, just elegant. So we get a chance to see your natural hair, but in a different style. And so let me see if I can guess what girlfriend Peggy has used to wrap around her head tonight. So there you go. Okay, with the big beautiful honey bun in the back and rhinestones all throughout. I just love the way you incorporate the sparkle and everything you put on your head. You look stunning tonight. The red and black is it, baby. It's it.
And
It is it.
we still celebrating love month.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So it's
yeah.
still,
Love is black and white and a little
okay. All right. See, I'm not a flower girl. I don't usually like flowers. I don't do flowers, but if they big flowers and certain occasions, I might put on a flower. I just happen to have a flower shirt to put on, but I usually don't care for flowers.
Yeah, but see, that's real pretty. It all depends on the color and how
Yeah,
big the flower is, or
right.
the pattern of it and everything. But see, it's a
Hmm.
sexy blouse.
Yeah, I kind of like it. The shoulders are out. It's got a little crisscross. It's simple but still cute.
Yes,
You know.
yes, very much
Hmm.
so. So it's sexy. It doesn't have no old lady thing on it like flowers.
Right.
It doesn't look like countrified or
Right. It's
anything.
age
So
appropriate. Mhm.
yes, yes, which is it's age appropriate.
Yeah.
Yes, it is
Age-
for a grown woman.
yes.
For a grown woman. So, girlfriend Peggy, like she said, she's been catching it today, and we're excited because we know God give you double for your trouble, sometimes triple if it's bad enough. And so she's been racking up points. She's been racking up points for God to give her back double. All right. So now today, fast forward to today. And we have been talking earlier today about something that we wanted to do on the show. We wanted to feature a product that we like and enjoy, right?
We've been talking about this for a year.
Yes.
When we gonna do it? And I finally said to girlfriend, "Hey, let's do it today. Today is a good day. Let's feature our favorite sandwich, and you go get yours. She's in Atlanta. I'm gonna go get mine. Get back home so we can get ready to open our sandwiches." But of course, I bought a giant sandwich, and I was hungry. I hadn't eaten a can of soup since breakfast. So of course, I wanted to eat a little bit of my sandwich before the show, and I want to have a little bit on the show. Unbeknownst to me, I get home and open up my sandwich, and I am like, my mouth dropped to the floor because it is nothing on the sandwich. I'm
Now,
like,
let
what
me tell you something about the sandwich thing, okay? We love these sandwiches because and, you know, the meat is cut fresh, you know, as you order it. And the sandwich that we like, it is piled on. It has 7 different deli meats on it. So it is a sandwich for sure. All
Right.
right. When you have it, you got to hold it on all sides to bite it, because you bite it and then some of it gonna slide out on the other end because it's just so much of it, you know, and it's fresh and it's good. And it ain't no joke, you know, that we like this thing because we did another video about it. Remember when you came to visit from
Atlanta, right?
Atlanta?
Because yeah, I put
Yeah.
girlfriend onto it, and when we got to Atlanta, she got to the bus, and I was like, "Is there a Jersey Mike close by? Let's go. Let's shoot over to Jersey Mike's and get some sandwiches." She was like, "Okay," and we took off and went and got some sandwiches. I mean, I've been on
And we were
Jersey
so
Mike
happy and excited that the place was
always.
close by and we could get it and have our sandwich. And we just talked about it and laughed about it, you know, because we just love it.
Love some Jersey Mike's, and it's not a cheap sandwich. You can go to Publix and get a $7.99 whole sub for $8, and you're gonna pay double for this one. But it's
Mhm.
well worth it. I have to drive about 40 minutes to get to a Jersey Mike's from Poinciana. I have to take a toll road and go way out my way to go over to the Celebrations Jersey Mike. So I'm not 5 or 10 minutes away. You understand?
Yep.
So if I'm going to spend that type of money, I bought 3 sandwiches at $15 a night.
$15 each sandwich is
15 each, yes.
$16 per sandwich.
Right. And so if I'm going over there to get some sandwiches, I'm going over there to get some sandwiches. You know what you need to have to get those sandwiches. So
Look at my girl, Crystal. Hey, Crystal Clark in the virtual building with us tonight. Welcome, baby. Welcome, sis. She said her favorite is the what? Number 13, the Italian, the best ever.
tell them what's on there. What's on there?
13.
Yes.
13.
Yes. My favorite.
13. I tore mine off.
I always get a 13.
We always get the 13.
Love the 13. But tonight,
Yes, honey, and we get our points too. Tell them about your points, girlfriend Peggy.
yes, every time you go in, you accumulate points because according on how much you spend, you get a certain amount of points. Once you get a certain amount of points, you can redeem those points for a small one. You can redeem it for a medium size or a giant size sub. So when I went in, I already had 139 points. I needed like 144 points for a giant sub. So I paid for the 2. And I said my points cashed in. It took me up to 160 something points. I had enough to get my sandwich for free, or somebody's sandwich for free. I don't know who
out of the 3 that you bought.
One of the sandwiches got for free. So that means what? I'm a constant buyer. I'm constantly in the store because I have points on there. I didn't come in there with the 2 or 3 points. I had some points on there. So should I get to the conversation where I call the manager?
No, you got to say what you know what the sandwich supposed to look like and what yours look like.
Well, the sandwich supposed to look just like you said, nice, hearty, meaty, full of substance, plenty of lettuce, plenty of tomatoes, onions, whatever it is that you ask for. They make these sandwiches to your, whatever it is that you like on it, or you can have it the Jersey Mike's way, which has the basic ingredients on it. You may tell them you want light mayo, mustard, and add a few things like that onto it, but basically they're going to make it with the lettuce, tomatoes, and onions on it. And so
Shoshona's in the building. Shoshona says her favorite is the number 8 club sandwich.
That's my daughter's favorite. Okay. Yes.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm expecting, like I said, I'm hungry. I'm expecting to get home and tear into at least a little corner of my sandwich before the show. And then during the show, I can open my sandwich again and we can, have a little bite of our sandwich and talk about how good and delicious this sandwich is. But I opened my sandwich and I'm like, what is this? I opened the sandwich and I'm seeing my lettuce is so thin and frail. I'm seeing the meat and the tomato through the sandwich. I'm seeing 3 little measly little onions on the tail end of my sandwich.
Not 3 little measly onions.
I like plenty of onions and I like double tomatoes. Okay. And I said, let me call this store back. You can see the sandwich. Now, this is not as meaty as a sandwich normally is.
No, and it's
Like I
supposed
said,
to
if
be
I take
another.
that sandwich up and open it, you can see the meat, you can see the tomatoes, you can see everything through the sandwich. When that lettuce is piled thick and high, you can't see nothing in the sandwich but the toppings.
See, I don't get a lot of lettuce, but I know how you like yours. And it
Right.
would be double what that is.
Right. And so I opened it up and I started looking at the meat and I said, wow, like 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of meat. Like, where's my meat? They usually have good meat on here. And I'm
It's
seeing
supposed to
4
be
pieces of
7
meat on here.
pieces of meat.
On here, I haven't picked anything off this sandwich. I got like two little rings of onions on there. That's not considered extra onions to me. So I called the manager. I called the store and I spoke to one girl and I said, may I speak to the manager, please? She got on the phone and I said, hi. So this is so and so. I came in with the little girl. We had her to go order. She said, yes, I remember you. Okay. Well, I got my sandwich home and I opened up my sandwich and I'm very upset. I said, I'm planning on doing a podcast tonight in just a little while to talk about how wonderful and fabulous your sandwiches are. And I'm so disappointed. She was like, oh, well, I make those sandwiches myself. And I've made over 200 sandwiches a day. And I made your sandwich personally. And I know that sandwich was done right. And I said, excuse me? I said, I'm telling you that the sandwich is not done correctly. And you going to tell me that you know for a fact the sandwich was done right? She's like, yes, I put the tomatoes and I put the onions on your sandwich. And I said, it's not what I like. It's not the way I like it. I said, I'm seeing
Well, it's not what I
it's not
ordered.
what I like. Do you know the lady got mad and hung up the phone on me? She hung up the phone on me. And I was like, I know there had to be a disconnect. I called right back. I called the store right back. She picked up the phone. I said, this is Peggy. I said, did you hang up the phone on me? She's like, yes, I did hang up the phone on you because you are yelling at me. I said, ma'am, I'm not yelling at you. I say, I'm making sure that I'm speaking very clearly so that you understand exactly what I'm saying. I said, it sounds like you're taking it personally. I said, this is a customer telling you that I'm not satisfied with a sandwich. She went on to say how she'd been a manager and all the people in the store been there for so long and this, that, and the other. And
I
they weigh
didn't ask you none of that.
and they weigh every sandwich. I was sitting in the chair watching you make 15 to go order sandwiches, and I didn't see you weigh not one of those sandwiches. How was I supposed to know when you were working on my 3? You didn't say, come over, I'm working on your order now. So I just sat there until you called me and told me my order was ready because I'm assuming you're a professional. You've been doing this for a long time. You took my order personally. You know what I like. I said I wanted double tomatoes, extra onions. I like a lot of this, a lot of that. And you're going to get mad at me because I'm telling you it's not what I wanted and hang up the phone on me?
That's not how you, that's not
That's not
customer
how you
service.
conduct business. And I had the feeling she was like trying to flex her muscles because of the other 2 or 3 women that was in the store with her, younger women. So you mean to tell me this is the type of example you're going to set for them to know, to let them know that this is the way you speak to customers? This is the way you handle an issue? She told me, she said, well, I don't know what you basically want me to do about it. If you want to bring that sandwich back in to me tomorrow, I'll give you another sandwich. I said, give me another sandwich. I said, it's not a matter of you giving me anything. I want what I paid for. And I said, I came in a long way to get this sandwich. I said, I paid for my sandwich. There's no problem with that. So I don't know why you're making it seem like, oh, now all of a sudden I'm just somebody that's trying to get something for free. Because I could have went to Publix, like I said, and got 2 sandwiches for $15 if money was the problem.
2 sandwiches for what I paid for one of these.
For what I paid for one. Okay. So she said if I bought this sandwich back in tomorrow, she would replace my sandwich. I said, you can keep the sandwich, baby. You can keep the sandwich because I'm going all the way live tonight. Believe me, I don't give a darn if it's 2 people on the podcast or 6 people on the podcast. I'm gonna make sure it gets shared. I'm gonna make sure this podcast get traveled and it will get in the hands of the right people. Because she handled that whole situation like it was a personal attack on her. And it was not. I said, I'm expecting to brag and boast. Listen, I still love Jersey Mike's, but I want it the way I want it. I'm paying for it.
Exactly.
I'm paying for it.
you know, and people, you know, people don't get that. But you see, that's what happens when you're not vested in the business. You know, it's not her business. She don't own that store, you know, none of that kind of stuff. And so you want to talk to people all sideways, but a business owner wouldn't do that, especially when they see that this person is a loyal customer. That's not how you handle a loyal customer. You know
Put
what
my
you
phone
say is,
number in and
uh,
let them run a history report and see how much history is behind that telephone number. It's gonna go back to a lot of history, a lot of sales.
yep.
Because, like I said, when I'm not going in, my other half is going in, and they know him personally, and they know how what we order, and they know how we like our sandwiches. She's new; I never seen her before, and the girls that
She
were in
might
her
be old
were new.
now. You
Yeah, she
might
could
not
be
never
old,
see
but
her
it's been a
again.
while. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been in because I usually stay in the car and let him go in. So I don't know who's been working the store for the last 6 or 7 months. But
Shoshona said, "Did you get the her name and ask for the general manager and phone number or the owner's phone number?"
no, I got her name and I know how to find corporate. And I have my receipt, I have my proof of purchase, I have my phone number on record. They can go back, they can go back and pull the tape if they need to. It
You
seems
know,
like I'm just having
Crystal like a good fight. She's my girl. I would have went back right back up there tonight. Well, you know,
I couldn't.
she
I couldn't
couldn't.
because listen, I drive 40 minutes to get over there. I got to take the back toll road to Point Siena and go all the way over to the other side to Celebration and then turn around and come back. So I needed to be back home in place to do what I needed to do tonight. I didn't have time to take this sandwich back tonight. And besides, like I said, why should I have to do all that? I'm hungry. I'm going to eat this sandwich tonight. I don't care if it had 2 pieces of meat on it. I'm hungry. I'm
Yeah,
gonna eat.
but
I want to eat my sandwich.
make sure though you open it up and you take a picture of it. Make sure you do some video of it, you know, holding up, you know, showing how, I mean, you're going to have to do all of that.
Yeah, but like I said, you shouldn't have to do all
You
that
shouldn't
because
have
I'm
to do
coming
all of
on here
that.
to tell you and tell the people how delicious and meatiful and bountiful these sandwiches are, how they are worth the drive, how they are worth the time and energy to go over there and spend the extra few dollars because the ingredients are fresh, because um oil and vinegar is different. It's not
It's
like Publix.
different
It's a different type of flavor altogether in the oil and
altogether.
vinegar. It's in their seasonings. It's in everything, the bread. It's in everything about the sandwich that's different and good and unique. And that's why I love it so much. So you mean to tell me for me to love it as much as I do and want to come in here and say, let's talk about this sandwich tonight. That you this is what I get? I hang up in the face because I'm saying, hey, my sandwich is not the
She
way I
ain't
wanted
like
it
your
tonight.
tone, girlfriend Peggy.
Huh?
She didn't like your tone.
She didn't like my tone. She didn't like the fact that I was speaking clearly, that I was speaking firmly with her. I was holding my own. I wasn't trying to be rude. I wasn't trying to be nasty. I don't know why you taking it as a personal offense or attack to you. I said, the customer is right. I know how I like my sandwich and I know when it's right and I know when it's wrong. I have never had a problem or issue with it being wrong. So why would I choose the night of all nights to have a take issue with my sandwich? It's not that serious. It's not that serious. Jersey Mike is a multi-million-dollar company, if not billion. It's not about giving away a free sandwich. They don't care nothing about that. But that's the thing with some people, and that's why they need they ask. What is it, Wednesday?
Who need to
Who
ask
need
what
to
was
ask?
Wednesday?
Who need to ask whoop? Because these people get in and get behind the counter and they want to take over the show and act like it's their inventory, it's their meat, it's their French fries, it's their whatever it is that they selling to you that it's gonna hurt their pocket personally. And it's like it just irks me. Do what's right.
Just do what's right. You know what you do is say, you know, I apologize that the sandwich wasn't to your liking. Let me have your name and or your information, and we'll put you, because all of them have a book somewhere, a manager's book,
Or
where
list.
they or a list where something goes wrong. You can come back in, and they go, "Oh yeah, you are on the list. We do owe you such and such and such." And go on and do that. Write it down. Say, and when you come back, you know, you'll get a complimentary sandwich.
Right, and it's no
Because
problem.
when you come back, you're not going to just come back and get one sandwich.
I'm
You're
gonna
going
be
to give
buying
me a
another one.
complimentary sandwich, but I'm still going to buy two
Coming to
or
purchase
three.
too, because because
Because
it's two
I
of
got
us
my
to eat.
man, I got my baby. You know, we
Right.
buying food to eat. We eating dinner with y'all. The hell?
I was like, oh my God, this done took a horrible turn to the left. And we ended up on a dead end alley. We started off at the top of the hill, girl, and looked like the car must have went around the curve and just flipped off the curve and ended up down in the damn in the trenches down there. Turned over up. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, so anytime somebody need an ass whooping, just eat, just hit us up. Just go to us and say, hey, girlfriend Peggy, I know somebody need an ass whooping on Wednesday. It's ass
Yes.
whooping Wednesday now.
Yes, and bring them right on. Just come on, put them
Who
on
need
Front
an
Street.
ass whooping? What did they do? Well, she sure need one.
Now, did I need that after my episode last night? We don't have to go into great details about what happened last night, but let's just say.
Oh, something what happened last night? Oh, listen.
You know, I had to call the ambulance to the house.
Oh my God. That part.
That part.
Oh my God, that was terrible too.
That was terrible. A terrible ordeal. I'm like, what is?
So tell them, girlfriend, because I'm trying to turn off this phone, because if one more person texts me and gets through this do not disturb, I'm going to scream. I don't want to hear this thing go ting, ting, bling, bling. No
it's on do disturb.
Right. It's on, call me or something. All right, so and welcome, Monique. Hi, my baby. I don't know how you have time for us. It's so nice to see you. Her big event is this weekend, so we're gonna holler about that. We're gonna shout that out. Much love to my baby Gail Alexander. Hi, boo. How you do? Listen, we've been venting tonight because Peggy had to get in somebody's ass about her sandwich not being right. And there's nothing worse than talking to somebody who's call themselves the manager, and then they disrespect you. Bitch, ain't it bad enough that you made my sandwich wrong?
Right. And because you made 200 sandwiches a day, is it not possible that you could have lacked on one? 200 sandwiches is a lot of sandwiches to make. At some point, you're going to get a little tired and overlook a little something.
Yeah, and she made your sandwich in an assembly line. Let me tell you something. When I'm in there, I've got my face pressed up against that plastic hanging shower curtain they got up there. And I am telling folks what to do.
Every step of the way. And that's how I am usually. And then she says at the end, well, the next time you come in to order, make sure you come, because I ordered from the parking lot because I was waiting on a space. So I called in and I placed the 3 sandwiches by phone. And I said, as soon as the parking space open up, I'll be parking and coming in. She says, well, I suggest the next time you come in to order that you come in and watch us make the sandwiches. I said, if you're such a professional and you're making 200 sandwiches a day, and I tell you what I want on my sandwich, why do I have to come in there and babysit you and watch you make my sandwich correctly? I'm trusting you know what you're doing. Right. That I don't have to open the sandwich up before I get home and do all the motions you have to do at some other people.
Because I like my sandwich made a particular way. I tell them, look, I want mayonnaise and mustard on both sides. And they said, well, don't worry. When we move it over there, we'll do that.
And I want salt, pepper, and oregano. That's how I started with that's how I do my sandwiches. Give me like mayo, mustard, salt, pepper, oregano on both sides of my bread. Then put my meat on, then send it down the assembly line, and I'm standing there with you.
But they don't like to put the mayonnaise and stuff on before they put the meat. So I don't fuss with them about that. I just want it done. So what they do is they open up the bread, they put the meat on there, and then they move that down to the next station. And then that person, they just flip it from one side to the other. I don't care how you do it, but I want mayonnaise on one side, honey mustard and oregano. On the other slice of bread, I get mayonnaise and regular mustard and oregano. I don't put salt and pepper on until I'm done, because I don't, I put salt and pepper, and after that, it's salt and pepper, oil, and vinegar. And
I don't even see no peppers and oregano on my sandwich. I don't see not one bit of. Can I take?
No, because if there was oregano on there, it would be black. It would be dark. You would
Yeah,
see it.
yeah, I ain't seeing no seasonings on here. Like I said, I'm seeing all tomato, and I have not tampered with this sandwich. I have no reason to. Why am I seeing all that tomato?
I don't know.
Hey, girl, don't play with me. I'm a Jersey Mike eating expert, okay?
Let me tell you something. It's so good. I thought I was going to eat it when I got home, and I ate that thing in the car. I ate the first half of it in the car on the way home. Lettuce falling all down in my bra, everything. I didn't care. I was on it.
I wanted to, but I just couldn't do it because I wanted to get comfortable. I wanted to do my spread. I want to sit down and have my drink and my ice. I want to just enjoy it and relax before I get ready for the show. And my time was already pressed. I didn't make it back to like 7:22, 7:30. So I was I was already pressed for time. So, like I said, this helper gonna tell me to bring my sandwich back tomorrow, and she'll give me money. So
I'm
what
not
am I
bringing
supposed
you
to?
back no sandwich, heifer. I'm not.
What am I supposed
no
to eat for dinner tonight?
And Gail, you're right. She did have a funky attitude. She was already in a funk.
She was a funky attitude when I placed the order from the car. I could hear it in her voice, but I tried to look over. Maybe she having a bad day. Maybe she angry about something else. Maybe somebody else put their foot in her butt. I don't know what the lady problem was, but I wasn't gonna take it personal at that point. I just want to put in my order and come in and get what I asked for.
Period.
Period.
Period. Crystal said, "Add some bacon to it. It's fire." Listen, we added, but one time, remember one day we did bacon when we went to the one at Turkey Lake and Conroy.
Yes.
Yeah, we added bacon. We know about the bacon, girl. Don't say a word. It's something else.
Yeah. See, I'm like, listen. I go to the one in Celebration. I go to one on Town Center on John Young Parkway. I hit the one at Sand Lake Road on Sand Lake and John Young Parkway. I go to one on Turkey Lake Road. So I could hit either one of any one of them at any given time. But since I'm closest to Celebration, and most of the time Celebration is the one we use. But we pop in and out of all the little Jersey Mikes in the area.
At any given time, you might show up. Monique said, girlfriend wig was too tight. She said that's what the problem is. Her wig was too tight. I don't know if it was tight or loose. I don't know if the glue got in her eyes. I don't know what's the matter with her, but she wasn't having it today. And usually, even if you're not feeling good or whatnot, you have a method of operation that allows you to push through. You don't feel good. You might not come off with a lot of high energy, but that doesn't mean that you have a chance to be rude.
Right.
We want
and as a professional, it doesn't matter what you're going through. When you're dealing with the customer, you have to put your personal issues aside.
So we can't wait until next week when you come back and give us the update. What did the general manager say, or what did the owner say, or what, how was this resolved?
Yeah, because I'm calling corporate. An email going out. And if we have to share this, I want everybody on here looking to share what they great grandmama, if you can. Share it to any and everybody you can. Please hit and share at least 1 or 2 times. Because
yeah, we want to let them know. We also want to let folks know that the inaugural Central Florida Beauty, Fashion, and Business Expo for 2022 is happening this weekend, Saturday, February 19th in Orlando at the Rosen Plaza Hotel. Okay. And so you want to go to Eventbrite and see if you can get yourself a ticket and get in there. They're going to have fashion and workshops and an art showcase, business seminars, beauty seminars, just so much fun and excitement. I saw the map and it was just like they're sold out with the vendors. So it's going to be chock full of just beautiful things for you to buy and learn, and it's going to be great networking. Shout out to Raw Talker from the show, the one and only Monique Scott Nichols. We're so glad to have you in the building. We love you
Mm,
too, baby. And
mm,
she
mm.
a hardworking woman. She makes it happen. And so two of my favorite people putting on that event down in Orlando. So if you live down that way, make sure you go, pull up and come through. Pull up and come through. We appreciate that. So how does
Mhm.
it taste, girlfriend Peggy?
Now the middle is a little better.
Hmm.
The middle's a little better and look like the meat is even a little thicker. I think they may have been just slacking on that end because, like I say, I really never want to give Jersey Mike a bad rap because, like I say, I was raised in New Jersey, 14 years, and I love Jersey and I love Jersey Mike's. So, like I said, at the end of
We
the day,
do.
they say what's gonna be good regardless. They can mess it up 5 or 6 times and it's still gonna be good. That's just how good and delicious their sandwiches are.
Yes. But you
Yeah,
still want it put
but I
together the
still
way
wanted it
you
the way I wanted
requested.
it.
Yeah, you
Right.
want what you want. You want what you paid for,
Right, right.
you
Because
know?
15, 16, 17 bucks with chips and a drink, you talking $18. You might as well be out to dinner sitting down the Olive Garden somewhere for that
Right.
type of get a full service, meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a sandwich. Come on now.
Whew. Yeah, so that's what's up with that. And see, and Peggy said, well, she was said she was real hungry because she had a incident last night that where she got sick, so she didn't feel good. Oh, look who, hey, hello. That's Irvin. Hi, Irvin. Hi,
Hey,
baby.
Irvin.
Yes, yes. The
Yeah,
all-time
so
most handsome man in Orlando. Oh, except for Nick Nichols. Hi, Irvin. Thanks for stopping by, baby. We love seeing you.
yes, and so yeah, so what I was telling you was I made my concoction. I stripped down some ginger, raw ginger, fresh ginger. I peel it down. I put it in the pot. I get a good pot of water boiling. Drop the ginger in there. I take some of the cubes of ginger. I cut them up. I put them in the blender. I blend it with the hot water. I add lemon juice. I add cumin. Turmeric, not cumin, turmeric. I add a little mother with the vinegars in it, just a
Okay.
smidgen or so,
The
and
apple
then
cider vinegar with mothers in it.
yes, uh-huh. So and I shake it up and I make like a lemonade type of drink with it. And so I had been sipping on that for 2 days, but I'm getting cups of it and I'm icing it down and maybe add a little water into it, but it's still pretty acidity. Or it was dropping something and I was losing some things. And when I got up 2 o'clock in the morning to go check, do my normal routine house check, make sure everything closed and locked down, before I could get back to my bed, I could start to feel the room spinning. Everything just, I started getting dizzy. I could feel myself, fainting away. And I was thinking, oh God, I got to get back to my bed. As soon as I got back to my bed, I started vomiting, throwing up, just throwing up. And I was like, the room was still spinning. I was having a hard time breathing. I was like, oh God, I can't just stay back here in my room by myself because I'm on one side of the house, they on the other side of the house. So I got my phone and I managed to, I was just praying, please let my daughter pick up the phone. Please let my daughter pick up the phone, God. I need her right now. And I called her and she picked up the phone. I said, baby, please come over here. I need you because I'm not doing so good over here. And she got up and she ran over right away. Say, mommy, what can I do? What can I do? What you need? And I told her what to do. Go get me a wet cold rag. I turned on the little fan over my head. I luckily I found a piece of candy. I'm thinking maybe my sugar dropped. I'm thinking, maybe my blood pressure too low. I took my pillows from behind my head and I put them under to my feet so I could raise my feet and lower my head. And I was still dizzy. After about 5 minutes, I said, what if it's more than just what you thinking it is? I said, go ahead and call 911. Let them just at least come and check me out so I could be on the safe side. And that's what happened. They called the ambulance. About 15 minutes later, they showed up, checked my vitals and everything out. It still was a little dizzy, but they told me that drink you drinking is too strong, too much, it's stripping you down. You ain't throw up
It's
nothing
too
but
much. It
bile
was
and
too acidic.
just
It had too
clear
much
water.
acid
Yeah,
in it.
yeah. And
Hmm.
they told me don't drink it like that. Don't slow down on that. They told me to stop drinking it really. But because I've always had a good blood pressure, my blood pressure always been 120/80. I'm not a diabetic. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
my issues are more physical than they are, medical. We have to take a lot of
Yes.
medication.
Yes.
So I was praying. I was seriously praying. But you know
Wow.
who showed up, don't you?
Ooh.
My little ride or die jumped up out of her sleep. She thought they was coming to get her.
That baby. That
Yes, and she
baby.
ran, stayed by my side and told me she was gonna ride in the ambulance with me if they was gonna take me.
She
I told
is forever with you.
yeah,
That's just it. That's your baby. That is your
yeah,
baby. Well,
yeah,
we're happy that you there was nothing seriously wrong and that
yeah,
you were able to recover today. And all
yes.
girlfriend Peggy wanted was a little something to eat. That's all.
That's
That's
it.
all.
My Jersey Mike's. I waited all day for that.
Well, we like them. It's still good. They just gonna have to get homegirl straight. They're gonna have to get her right.
Mm-hmm.
That's oh Lord, look at these messages. I saw something I needed to get. Yes.
All we expect is for you to just fix our sandwiches the way we asked. That's
That's
all.
all. That's all.
And if it's not the way we wanted it or it's not correct, just please make the correction. And if somebody done bit or started eating off their sandwich, you're gonna throw the sandwich in the garbage can anyway. If I'm telling you it's late and I can't get back over there tonight, you're gonna make me wrap my sandwich up and bring it back?
No, ain't nobody
Those
doing that.
words,
But hey, listen, today we said that we were going to talk about something really tough. We've been all over the place because we
yes.
trying to catch up with girlfriend Peggy and and all like that. So we want to and listen. And Monique is going to tell on me because I talk real sexy to Irvin. Don't be telling on me. Don't be tattletaling on me. I can't help it. I love Irvin. What's the matter with you? And I talk sweet and sexy to everybody I love. I talk sweet and sexy to you too, Monique. I don't know what your problem is. Don't be jealous. Yes, but the subject for tonight is somebody been creeping, somebody been cheating. You've been creeping, you've been cheating. Now you got an STD. Now your coochie on fire, or you're
burning when you pee.
Yeah, or something
Yeah.
is going wrong. It stink, it's crying, it's itching, it's burning. Something done went wrong, totally wrong.
Terribly
So
wrong.
now, what do you do? How do you tell your significant other, or listen, I don't know if it's a significant other or any of them other things, okay? How do you tell the
Your
other
main.
person or all of the other people that you're having sex with that now
Yeah.
they got to go to the doctor? Good God. Hi, baby. That's my God, baby. Hi, honey. She says hi. That's
How do
Kim.
you tell
Hi,
them?
ladies. Yeah, so that's what we're talking about tonight. It is a very adult conversation, and one that I think that most people wouldn't even want to admit that they ever
had to have.
that they had to have, but it
Right.
happens. It happens, and when it happens, it's not fun. The first time it happened to me, I was in college. I had just moved to Florida. I had me a little boyfriend, and he went off to Tallahassee. Ugh, I hate to say that. He went off to school to fam. When he came home for Christmas holiday, it was bam, bam, boom, oh, okay. And then after that, I don't know, a couple of weeks later or so, he came to me and told me, hey, I got such and such, and you got to go to the doctor. And see, and going to the doctor ain't just going to the doctor, because sometimes your ass might have to get a shot. Now you got to take a jab in the ass. Oh, Irvin. Oh, Irvin.
Beautiful.
Oh, Irvin, that's so sweet.
Did I see that on Facebook?
I didn't see it.
I think I did.
I'm gonna have to go to your page and look. That's right, honey. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is wonderful, Irvin. I'm gonna have to get real strict about my diet because I want to look good when I come to the wedding. I want to look good at the wedding reception. That's the best place to find a man, at a wedding. So congratulations. That's right. He said that's
Yes,
why I got engaged.
congratulations.
Yeah, but
That's
it
awesome.
was it was traumatic, and then it pisses you off, and now I'm not gonna be your girlfriend no more. But he got me. He burnt me good.
And it's happening every day, and people want to hear about it, Betty.
I know that's right.
You locked
Uh,
him down.
yes, honey, she locked him down. You never know who it's gonna be.
Hmm.
Yes, honey, you're gonna have a bunch of grown ass flower girls at your wedding, Urban. But that's wonderful. Congratulations. We're happy for you. Yeah, because you don't want that kind of incident. So how do you do that? What do you say? What do you do? But it has to be done. You can't avoid it. And sometimes if it's something serious, I think if HIV, I think they're gonna call the other person. I don't think you can get away, pardon me, without letting somebody know.
Unless you're gonna ghost them. You burnt them. Now you're gonna get
But
ghosted.
I
You're
think
not
the
answering.
health department gets in on that. You don't get to ghost nobody. I think
Oh,
they
okay.
will. I think when you come in
Make
there
you
with that, and they go, we need to know all the people who you've been in contact with. That sort of thing. I'm not sure. But I'm thinking that's entirely possible. But how do you do that? And how do you protect yourself out there? And people like to say, well, then you just don't do it. You just don't go around having sex and all of that kind of stuff. But let's
and you
not be
strap up.
naive. Let's
Yeah,
not act silly. You can be married and you can be monogamous, but your married partner is not.
right. And you still in that predicament.
You're still in that predicament. So do you
Mm-hmm.
go your entire life,
Being safe.
using a condom, even though that, still that's not going to help you with everything, so what do you do about that? How do you think this scenario would go, Peggy? What
Well,
happens when they come to you and say, hey, we got to go to the doctor?
yeah, you getting all kind of sideways looks, and you getting fussed and cussed, and what the hells, and all kind of stuff is going down. Like this. Please tell me this ain't happening. That you don't want to. I'm sure you don't want to believe that it's true. You surely somebody playing a bad joke on me once again. You feel me?
Yeah. Well,
If I go to this doctor and you don't brought me home something, boy, I know something. Okay, it's gonna be hell to pay.
it's going to be hell to pay. It's going to be hell to
Get the
pay.
hell on. Yeah.
And I would imagine that it can be really difficult for somebody who thinks
Married.
that that's not happening. You know what I mean? If it's different when you are involved with someone who is sketchy, who messes around, who you done caught before, all of that kind of stuff.
It's
Okay, you don't
history.
caught this,
Yeah.
so it's not like a complete surprise. But
Yeah.
imagine how somebody must feel if you're thinking that, I'm good and he's good and he ain't doing nothing with nobody else, or she ain't doing nothing with nobody else, and then this comes up.
Yeah, because that's the reason why you get into a monogamous relationship, because you want the comfort in knowing that he's clean, you clean. Y'all come together, y'all can do your thing, y'all can enjoy each other without the worryation and the hassles of having to go through what single people go through. This is why I'm in a relationship with one person. When something go down, I know exactly who I'm gonna point the finger to. I know exactly who I'm coming after, and and we can move on, whether it's apart
Yeah.
or together. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. But that, and then now you know something that you didn't know. Now you need to know who'd you get it from?
Because the
Who
who
was you
question is
messing
coming.
with? Huh?
Yeah, who was she? Who was he?
Who was he? Who was
Yeah, who
she?
was
Who
he?
was you messing with?
Right. And you're gonna have to tell. They're gonna badger you to death to give up that information.
Yeah, and how many of them are there?
Then now another question, exactly. How deep does this betrayal go? And how long has it been going on? And all the other 1,500 questions that's gonna come up now.
Right. And I hope you can answer them in between me bashing you upside your head with this baseball bat. I hope I
And
don't
then another
just
question
your
gonna come
memory.
up.
Huh?
I said, another question gonna come up. Did you get that? Be pregnant?
Oh, right.
Oh God.
Exactly, because that can happen too. And that can happen on both ends. You know, the woman can come home pregnant, and that's a whole nother show. That's a whole nother subject, you know, because that doesn't go over well. When he got somebody else pregnant, that's one thing. But when your ass show up pregnant,
oh Lord. That's just shoes I wouldn't want to be standing in either side.
No, you would not.
They have to tell or be told, which is worse.
I don't know. Either way, it's not good. It's not good. Ain't nobody saying nothing in the chat. Now, they had a lot to say about the sandwich, but they ain't saying nothing about them STDs. You know, but it's scary out there. It's scary.
It's
You
scary.
can,
It's
you know, you
scary.
can be
Yes, it is.
tested and say, okay, here's my paperwork, but I don't know what you did last night, though.
2 days ago, or since the paperwork was done, you could have slipped out right after we left the test site and got tested. That night you was laying up with somebody else. So what good is that test when it come in 4 days later? 4 days later, then you the test showing up negative and you positive. Like what? Ooh.
You know it's not
that's
good.
part of the scary stuff for me. I just don't. I don't. I don't want to deal with those type of issues now.
No, and now you got to go to your family doctor. Maybe you might have to go. You go into your primary. If you're married.
And back in the day, you used to have to go to the clinic. It ain't like you going to no private doctor. You was going to the public clinic. You was going to the public clinic where everybody at lined up and sitting down.
Let me just tell you, it was terrible. It was terrible going there. It was terrible. Oh God, I need another drink. It was horrible.
Ooh, everybody and their mama in there sitting down waiting in line and trying to wait for them.
Looking at you, looking at them, looking at you. They don't know if you can't come in there because your coochie about to fall out, you know, because
you're pregnant, or
you don't got coochie rot, or are you in there looking to see if you can get an abortion or something. It's horrible.
It was horrible.
It's traumatic. It's terrible. It's terrible.
I think, it's been so long till I've been to a public health facility. I think the last time I went in there was to get my birth certificate about 4 years ago, maybe 5. It's just so strange to walk up in there and then see all these girls and babies and stuff sitting around with their kids, and you're like, wow. It's crazy.
It is, yeah, but so how do you tell somebody that? And my suggestion is you just come out and tell them. You just have to say,
yeah, here you go. This is my scenario.
Okay.
This him talking to her now. Baby, I got a surprise for you, but don't get too excited. I don't know if it's gonna be one you necessarily gonna like. So just have a seat and hear me out. What had happened was, let me hear what had happened was story. What had happened was, I had met this girl, and then, next thing you know, she was coming on to me, and, really wasn't my fault or nothing like that. But, when they offering it to you, how you gonna turn? That's just my mild imagination. Now, like I say. Some people probably got some other ways that it's gonna go down.
I don't know if it's worse that it's somebody who you just met and it's some kind of wild, crazy one night stand, or if it's somebody who you've been, doing it with the whole time. I don't
A
know,
long time. Yeah.
for a
I can
long
imagine,
time.
like I say, either way, it's gotta bother you. It's gotta hurt.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It's gotta
yeah,
be, it's like a heartbreaking situation.
yeah. And then, what do you do with the trust factor after that? You know,
It's gone, it's shot.
it's it's um it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. And let me tell you what's really tricky. If both of y'all been effing around, if both people have been out creeping, you know, she
Mm,
don't know if she got it from somebody on the
from her
outside.
side, he don't know if he got it from his
He-
side.
right.
Mm-hmm.
But now they both know they got it.
Mm-hmm. I think it was on that movie Why Did I Get Married Too, when he asked Tyler Perry to get the medication for him because he was burning for two
Oh
or three
yeah.
days and he was gonna have to tell his wife, and then the wife had already had it because she said she got it from somebody else. I was like, ooh, shut the front door.
And open the back.
Because yeah, so
Yes.
and then how do you can't be surprised when you're with somebody and you know they ain't no good and you know they creeping and teeping and doing everything under the sun behind your back and you still with them. What you gonna do? Pretend like you never thought it would happen? Oh, I never thought you'd do that to me. How could you? Now, come on, girl. You know damn well how he could. Don't play.
Kim talk about woo child. Woo child is right. It's too much. It's too much madness. It's too
Yeah.
much madness. And we
Yes.
want to say congratulations to Kim, aka Hill Kim, who's in the building with us tonight. One
Beautiful
of her
queen.
a project she has been working on for the last well, really for all of her life. She introduced her book for Valentine's weekend, and so congratulations to you, my love.
Yeah.
We are happy for you. We're looking forward to having you on the show to talk about your book and launching
I
of it
want
and everything. These sisters out here are writing and
they grinding.
sharing and
Yes.
doing good things and healing. There's a lot of healing going on in the sharing that comes from writing the book and putting it out there. So we're real proud of you, Kim, and
Yes, we are.
just want to say congratulations and happy birthday. Her birthday was on the 13th, and
Yes,
then
happy
she
birthday,
launched her book
beautiful.
on the 14th. So good
I
for
want
you.
a copy. I want a signed autograph copy. I'll cash out the money for my book and the journal. Or, it comes in two pieces, I think.
Yes,
I
yes,
want my complete set. So just let me DM me and let me know what my cost is for you to ship it out to me.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
And
We're
I'm always
excited
gonna
about
share
that.
your stuff whenever it come across. So I'm gonna definitely hit the share. She's doing some
Yes.
amazing things for real, for
She
real.
does amazing
She
things, and she
does.
has so many things planned for this year. Our Jewels on Purpose program will be in May, and she does the food giveaways, and for
Book
Christmas,
bags,
for back to school, she does the
back to school,
backpacks.
right?
I think
Hmm.
I think for back to school last year, I think we gave away about 700 backpacks.
I was there.
You
It was
remember you came
beautiful.
out.
I
You
came
came
out,
out for
yeah.
the event. She's always doing things to serve the community. She does
Hmm.
several free giveaway food drives per year. She makes sure that the children in her program, I'm Tailor Made, get Christmas gifts and does things for them for Easter. It just wonderful things. So when you come on with us, we will let everybody know about. She said we did 860 backpacks
Okay,
um,
that's
for
amazing.
um, for back to school.
That is amazing. That's like major corporation giveaway numbers.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
and what she does, she works to get all of the, she gets the backpacks donated and the supplies, and she and her children and members of her team pack those bags. And she doesn't just put any old thing in the
in
bag.
them,
The bag
right?
for kindergartners is
Everything,
packed a particular way. But so from kindergarten to high school, they get the specific types of
things
supplies
that they
that
need.
they need.
Yes,
And it takes a lot, and she does the work and takes care of her family. So
she does.
we're really proud of her, and we look forward to
Absolutely.
having her on the show to talk about that. But yeah,
Yeah.
we just got a little messy tonight. We were just a little messy tonight, but
It's a little bit.
we had to talk about the STD thing because we know it happens. We know it's true. We know y'all ain't gonna come on here and say it happened to
And
me and
say
put
nothing.
we,
Like, there ain't nobody coming on to say nothing about that. They like all shut up and quiet and meek and mild. And
yeah.
if we supposed to be keeping it real, then we want y'all to keep it real too.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
they just like, oh no, child, I
And that's
can't talk
okay, because
about
like I
that.
said, we're gonna keep it real between each other anyway.
Yeah. So it's always all good. It's always all good, and that's the wonderful thing about it. So we want to thank y'all for hanging out with us this Wednesday and listen to us talk about that. And remember, next Wednesday we're going to have the update on what went down with Jersey Mike's. In between time, I got some sandwich over here.
Yes, I got mine sitting right by too. I got mine sitting by. I took a bite
And
or
it's
two
been
during the
sitting
show.
out for a while. And you know what's nice about it is that the cheese gets kind of soft. Mm.
And what's nice about Jersey Mike sandwiches too, you can put them in the refrigerator, and the next morning they're gonna be just as good. They're gonna be even better the second day than they are the first day.
Mm-hmm.
They are good as leftovers. They are good as
Good,
leftovers, just
good,
like you
good.
just bought it. Yeah,
And
yeah.
we get the rosemary Parmesan bread.
Bread. Mm-hmm.
We just wanted to put that in there too. So when you go get it, that's what you get, you know?
Or is it cheesy Parmesan, something like that?
Yeah,
Kim said
rosemary
she's been
Parmesan
down that road
bread.
before. Yeah, and
Yeah.
if we all be honest with ourselves, we all done been down that road before. That's a part of relationship. That's a part of growing up. That's a part
Yep.
of life. That's one of the hurdles you jump through. I mean, like I said, we all be real with each other. We all got stories to tell about that.
Oh God.
I
I
might
have to
only have
drink to
one
that.
story to tell, but yeah. And then it was not nothing happening either, so it didn't turn out to be nothing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's bad to get accused when you know you ain't creeping and teeping around with nobody too.
Right. Oh,
That's
don't
another
come
kind of
accusing
hurt.
me with that bullshit. No,
You know,
uh-uh.
yeah, people try to switch it around on you. You know you ain't sneaking around and doing nothing with nobody, but they come to you like you the one that done bought it to them. And
You
now,
better not.
they want to accuse you of doing this and doing that and doing the other. Like, really? Okay. We gonna see. Cause
Yeah.
see, at the end of the day, hopefully, well, it depends on when the last time y'all fooled around. If he was doing something you passing on to you, you may have it. So
I
child.
don't know. I don't know, but we're going to call it a night tonight so Peggy can get something to eat and get some proper rest and all of that kind of stuff. And I got company coming on the way. I got to go downstairs and get to work. So
Mm.
but next week we'll get the update and we got some more juicy stuff to talk about. But you look beautiful, girlfriend Peggy. What we never did decide find out what you put on your head tonight. What is the wrap made out of?
A dress.
It's a dress. Peggy got
A
a dress on her
dress.
head.
I can take it off tonight too because, like I said, my hair is laid down anyway. Ain't nothing, super spectacular going on about it. But like I said, I just want y'all to know that it is what I'm saying it is. And you said, "Wow, she lying. That's a shirt. That's
All
a
right,
scarf."
first let's see that the rhinestones that you just took off.
Nothing, just a, you know,
Okay,
mhm.
stretchy bracelet thing.
Right, just a scratchy thing. And then, like I said, the dress.
It's a dress.
I'm un, un, un
Wow.
And it's an off the shoulder dress.
Okay.
Off the
But
shoulder,
the key
long,
thing is that it's
long
knit
dress.
and it's stretchy.
It's scratchy, right? It got that stretch and give. It's a long knit dress. It's a like clean fit right to the body dress, not bodycon,
Mhm.
but yeah, just
Yeah.
wear this off the shoulders, and it's just a real cute dress.
Well, it looked real pretty on your head too.
Thank you, my love. So, like I said, and like Kim Bella said on hip hop, I still look pretty.
Yes, you do.
She
Yes, you
made
do.
that line infamous, boy. She got her behind whooped, her ass drugged, panties all up, butt all up in the camera and everything. She got up and went to that bathroom. She's like, I still look pretty. I was like, girl, that's all
That's
you worried
hilarious.
about? Okay.
That's
Ooh, but that was so
hilarious.
funny. Yeah. So yeah, that was a dress.
Well, good. Well, I'm glad you feel good, girlfriend Peggy. y'all have a great week until next Wednesday, 9 o'clock. We'll see you then for Raw Talk Live.
Yeah.
Mwah.